Hi, and welcome to Let's Play
Inazuma 11!
You're not supposed to speak over the main character. Hi, welcome. I'm Heroic Cream Puff, and today we have playing
Momo Mimi.
And we also have with us
Not fabulous.
as ever. So today we're going to be playing a undubbed patch of the European version of Inazuma 11. This is so that we can have the Japanese names, and also anything in this game you shouldn't try and copy in real life. Just an FYI.
なあ、やろうぜ、練習。
練習っすか？
ああ、試合に備えてさ。
遠藤さん、この人数で試合なんかできるんですか？
サッカー部だからってサッカーだけをやんなきゃいけないって理屈はないでやんしょ。
そうそう、ビデオ見ようぜ。
でも、お前らだってさ、サッカー好きだろ？
遠藤のやつ、何一人で熱くなってるんだ？
悪いもんでも食べたんすかね？
練習って言ってもサッカー部がグラウンドを使えるかわからないし、
もうすぐ廃部って噂もあるしな。今さら焦ってもどうしようもないっての。
Right, so we're here playing Inazuma 11, the first of 3 main games in the series. There's a bunch of side games as well as some sequels that are currently ongoing. And we're playing this with a Japanese voice and name patch because only the first 2 games of the 3 got a European release. There hasn't been an American release for any of them. So we're going to have text that is clearly written with a British accent and various terminologies which I probably won't understand because I'm a dumb American. So you'll have to forgive me when I screw up that part. But the 3rd game was never translated. There's a working English patch which we're going to try and use because we do intend to play all 3. So what we decided for name consistency to do is to repatch the first 2 back into the Japanese so that the names wouldn't suddenly change between 2 and 3 and confuse the living daylights out of us and the audience both. And our main character here is Endo Mamoru. Mamoru is his first name. It's a bit of a pun because the Japanese word Mamoru means to protect, and he's our goalkeeper. What do you figure? And here's Kazemaru, who runs really fast, and wind is in his name. So basically everybody's name is going to be a terrible pun, no matter what you do. That's the name of the series.
That seems to be a common thing in a lot of shonen-based anime/stories.
Yeah, not to confuse anyone, there is an anime of this series. It is 127 episodes long, just about soccer and friendship, and the affiliated subsidiaries of those. But the anime was based off of the game. This game came first, and the second game and the second season, as well as the third of both, I believe, were kind of made at the same time. So they play off of each other, but the first game, this game, came out before anything else in the series was developed. So it's going to be a bit different from the anime if you happen to have seen that. But, I don't know, the game's pretty good under its own rights. So, we're going to try and have fun with this. And of course, here we have the first intro battle. Explain it for us.
Alright, basically, what it breaks down to is, when you run around outside, basically, let's see how best to put this. You have random battles with soccer, and this is how you basically control that. As you can see, the green arrow represents your moving the characters with the stylus to move into directions that you want them to, and in order to either control the ball or steal it away from people like that. And then later on is explained how you score goals, the duels between other players, which you can see a little bit more elaborate, and even special techniques.
Yeah, and this is an RPG game, so as you can see, there's an experience screen. We gain experience. We also gain prestige points, which we'll explain the usage of later. And we also gain friendship points, which we'll also explain later. Basically, there's going to be a lot of tutorials in this game because a soccer RPG is not exactly your standard game format, so this game really holds your hand for the first couple hours trying to explain everything and how to do it. You would think it would be a little more intuitive, but surprisingly it's not. Maybe because it's Japanese, I don't know. They like to make things more complicated than they need to be. And here we have the rugby team. It's worth noting that in this patch, only the names and the voicing was changed. So all of the dialogue and text is in its British format, which means the names of the character names are in the Japanese. Everything else, however, is going to be whatever the British dub changed it to. So this probably wasn't the rugby club in the Japanese version. It might have been American Football Club or something, and that's why they changed it to rugby for the British version. That would kind of make sense. But hopefully that won't confuse too many people. That's more of a minor facet until we get to some later names, at which point we'll have to explain the difference in order to explain the puns, because as we said, there's a lot of puns. All of them are awful. We're going to try and live out the spirit of this game's bad puns as much as possible for the rest of this LP.
Well, how can you not?
Well, eventually either you get in the spirit of it or you want to kill yourself, you know. One or the other. 6 of one, half dozen of the other, actually. And here we are explaining the Football Frontier, which is a tournament for middle school soccer teams that Endo really wants to participate in. This is his current life goal. The funny thing is, this game has a plot, and a lot of subplots. I'll just stalk him for a bit. Right, so as you can see with the Japanese dialogue, they tend to call the sport itself Saka, but they call the tournament the Football Frontier. That's just how they roll it in the Japanese version, who knows why. And that guy we saw will become important, and so will this chick. She is very tsundere. All the tsundere, actually. Whereas Aki takes more the stereotypical childhood neighbor friend / position. Natsumi over there is very much the tsundere rich girl character type. This game has a lot of character cliches, but some of them they like to invert or subvert, so don't always completely expect a character to do what you would immediately think. I mean, There's also a lot of characters that don't tend to look that attractive or just have weird appearances, and normally they wouldn't get a whole lot of shine time in a series that was very focused on, like, you know, the pretty boy stereotype. Like that guy over there with the pink hair. Oh my god, you're gonna see some parts with him in it later. His name is Samioka, and he's one of Momo's favorite characters.
Yes, I loves him.
And he has the ugliest face, but he's a good guy, man.
I don't care. He's angry, but he's got a very good heart, and he's also one of the best strikers on the team, so I do not care.
Neon green teeth! Why does he have neon green teeth? So that's Royal Academy, folks, which in the original version is the Taikoku Academy. And Taikoku is a Japanese word that means empire. I just want to mention that now because later on there is yet another bad visual pun that plays off of the fact that their name is supposed to be Empire, not Royal.
Horrible, horrible pun. Oh!
It is the best pun. I can't wait until we get to it. It is the best crazy soccer move. I love it so much.
No, it's still horrible. That's why it's best.
I know. That's kind of how the series rolls. It's so bad, it rolls around to being good again.
Yep.
And we have so many crazy characters with crazy hair, which is a good thing, because there's well over 100 characters you can recruit in this game. And poor Handa there, the one immediately to the right of Endo, I get him confused with every other brown-haired, normal-looking character. Because with the tiny little sprites, unless they look crazy, you can't tell who the hell they are. At least not out on the field. It gets weird. But anyways, this is actually just the opening prologue. Next episode will bug the hell out of Goenji.